Hello to all my friends out there. So here we are again today, Sunday morning. Um, Anais Gavani glasses. I decided to keep these. I tried to sell them and they didn't sell, and I tried to sell them reasonable too. And I thought, well, that's because I'm supposed to keep them and I really like them, so I'm going to keep them. So today I'm going to be shopping for sunglasses because this week I found two pair of decent sunglasses for $1. What I do is jewelry and collectibles, and one of the things I collect is sunglasses. I can always sell these. The problem with these is if you get, look how cute the sides are. If you get makeup on them, it destroys the sunglasses. So when I was trying to sell them, I couldn't really wear them, but now, I'm just going to wear them. If they get ruined, that's okay. So I've had pretty good luck on the trinkets, and so, I do jewelry and collectibles. So I was having fun with the carnival glass. I could not say that yesterday if I had to. I have a terrible memory. I told my son, if I get Alzheimer's, put me in the nursing home where your dad was, because there was a Coke machine outside the room. So I'm looking for trinkets. Sometimes I'm looking for Tea Party stuff. I can't find anything. I can find stuff, I just don't like it. And so today I'm going to be... Normally I could gamble, but since I'm they're closing out the sunglasses. They've been sitting around for a year. They overprice them. They're used, so I like to pay $1. So I was watching. You notice my meals, getting back to basics. I was watching Ice Age Farmer, and so the whole crux of his channel is we're in a solar minimum, and we're gonna run out of food and we're gonna freeze. Here it's so effing hot. Anyway, so it's still hot. It's almost November. So he had a farmer on there, and I've been thinking about this interview, and so the crops weren't planted. The crops were planted low, and so at the end of the video, the farmer who farms massive thousands of acres of land says people better just get back to basics. And I was thinking, how filthy rich that guy is. I love it when the rich people tell us poor slobs what we better be doing. So I've been making basic meals, and I thought these basic meals are pretty darn good. I've also been watching carnivore videos. I'll go through spells, and sometimes aliens. So I found out I can pretty much tolerate the carnivore diet, the low-carb diet, as long as I have small quantities of food that is not allowed. And so when I started doing that, I found I really don't like 6 cups of salad. I really like a half a cup of salad. That does the trick. Or, these foods that you generally get really gain weight on. A little bit will help. And I was watching one, and they said, well, go ahead and eat avocados, which I love, macadamia nuts, coconut, raw coconut is good. And I thought, I'm just going to start, so I'm going to be eating basic food. That dinner my neighbor made was really a good little dinner, and it's not expensive either. I used to cook that way all my life, and so another thing is if we are headed for price increases, we better find ways to make reasonable food that is nutritious. And I was watching the Common Sense show a lot. One of the things that about him is he is, it's like if you're extreme right or extreme left, chances are they're going to say a lot of things you don't agree with, and he does say a lot of things I don't agree with. Especially, because I'm from California, and us people from California, we should just leave this state. Although it's very expensive. I'm not going to lie about that. I worked 3 jobs my entire life, and I've been doing pretty well on this eBay. And I veered off into selling clothes, and I thought, I actually prefer collectibles. I can sell these, and they don't take up much space, and jewelry and watches. So I've been watching his show, and another turn off on his show is he's always peddling products. You better buy this food before you all starve. So, I agree with a lot of the things. He had a show on FEMA camps yesterday, and so supposedly one of his friends had to disappear because FEMA was going to murder him because he knew too much. Possible. Best thing for us all is have as little to do with FEMA as we possibly can. Stockpile. I'll be adding shortening. What I'm doing is I'm coming up with items I'm likely to run out of. Fruit, vegetables, bread, and now let's just add shortening. Right now I can get shortening very cheap at Aldi, so might as well. And then I noticed, I don't know if any of you follow Florida Marquis, and he has a topic today. I just saw it briefly on Atlantis, which I am very fascinated in. What I think is possibly the Nordics / reptilians went down with Atlantis, but it's possible a civilization has been down there and it may be resurfacing. So I find this to be very interesting. And the other thing I find to be very, very interesting is, do I think there are hybrids living among us? Half alien, half human? Yes, I do. I do think they are moving in certain circles, not circles of the lowly, circles of very wealthy people. Possible that was the secret Epstein had, maybe knowledge of some of these hybrids. And another thing that I'm watching on the news is very interesting is this El Chapo thing, with the son. So that is kind of interesting. So I'll be back to basics. I'm shopping for jewelry and collectibles today. And I'll come back with some kind of basic meal for dinner. That meatloaf I made last night was really good. Today I'll make a meatloaf sandwich for lunch and some kind of basic dinner for dinner. Usually all my life I usually had chicken or roast on Sunday. That was my dinner on Sunday. Spaghetti on Monday, tacos on Tuesday, fish sticks and macaroni and cheese on Wednesday. Friday was pizza. I don't know what Thursday was. I forgot. Okay, you guys, I will see you later. And if I find any good trinkets. Now, this trinket thing is very, I was on, tangent. Briefcases. I said I wasn't a clothes person. I have so many clothes. That's why my brother said, why don't you start a thrift store? And I thought, why do I want to start a thrift store? I'm in a darn thrift store all day, and then I come home and it's like a thrift store. So, but mainly I like to go back to jewelry and collectibles. So, okay, you guys, and now it's trinkets.